What did your staff member mean by "I know right" in response to that customer?
She was thinking the holiday had a whole nother meaning. She was believing it had to do something with the school letting out teenagers where the teeth came from it.
She thought, what? Hey everyone, this is a follow-up video to the viral video situation that occurred last week with a car repair shop in Wilson, North Carolina, which showed an employee making some dismissive comments about Juneteenth, which led to a customer demand that her truck be pulled around because she was going to refuse now to have service done at their facility. So if you missed the video, it will show again here in this news clip. But overall, the company has received a lot of backlash. And some people are just not buying the owner's explanation of what the employee said. So let's take a listen to the interview and also what happened, and then I'll come back and give some additional commentary.
A Wilson car shop owner this evening is apologizing after one of his employees' comments about Juneteenth has sparked backlash. The incident was also caught on camera. It led to one customer walking out and demanding her car back. WRAL's Flynn Snyder talked with the shop owner about what happened.
It started Wednesday when a customer in the waiting area at Synergyautocare asks,
"Why are the banks closed tomorrow?"
An employee behind the desk replies,
Juneteenth. New holiday they did a few years ago.
leading to this comment from the customer.
Okie dokie then.
That's when another employee says,
I know, right?
Immediately, a black woman sitting in the waiting area starts to walk out, appearing upset over the exchange.
Pull my truck around, please. Pull my truck around and give me my keys to my truck.
Seconds after the customer leaves, a third customer in the waiting area asks,
What is Juneteenth?
Exactly. Nobody really knows, but I think it's something to do with reparations.
Once word spread about the incident, the shop's owner, Josh Doherty, posted the footage online to explain what happened. He quickly removed the post and his business's Facebook page after receiving fierce backlash. What did your staff member mean by "I know right" in response to that customer?
She was thinking the holiday had a whole nother meaning. She was believing it had to do something with the school letting out teenagers where the teeth came from it.
WRAL made several attempts to contact the woman seen walking out in the video, which has now been shared widely on social media. Her relatives told us she was unavailable for an interview. Several accounts have voiced support for the woman. "Thank you for standing up for us at that shop, love," said one commenter. "You did the right thing," said another. The shop owner says he's since taken steps to educate the employee and the rest of his staff about Juneteenth, a holiday which became a federal observance in June 2021, commemorating the end of slavery in the U.S.
She doesn't really have a platform to say how much she apologizes for it and she wishes it never happened, but she tells me every day that, she wishes it didn't go down that way and she didn't know, and she wishes she would have known what she knew now.
Doherty says he has reached out to the woman in the video to apologize. Flynn Snyder, WRAL News, Wilson.
Now, I'm sure the employee definitely wishes that it did not go down like this, but like I said in my previous video, it would have literally just took a few seconds just to look it up and do your research so that you can make an educated response to your customers. They were kind of all over the place, but online, a lot of people also felt the same way. Someone says, as an old white dude, he said, I didn't know what it meant when it really started getting traction for a national holiday. I actually opened Google and researched what it meant. Took me 5 minutes to educate myself. Also, another person commented and said, who decided this was a good excuse? They said it just keeps getting worse. And another person said that everyone has a smartphone but refuses to use it. And then some people just basically said he should have never did the interview. But I feel like one, he did say he apologized to the customer. He reached out to her. Two, he also said that he has taken steps to educate his employees and the rest of his staff about potentially sensitive holidays. But what I don't like is that there were 2 employees, and this was according to the WRAL news article. They said that 2 of the employees who weren't even involved in the situation, they weren't in the lobby, they weren't there commenting, ended up quitting after receiving threats of being unalived. And I feel like that is just taking things way, way, way too far. The company is already feeling the backlash, even though the Google reviews are removed, but the Yelp reviews are still out there. Also, people are stating that they're calling this company and, making appointments and have no intention of showing up or, just kind of playing on their phones. Also, another person said they rode by there yesterday and that there was a police presence outside of their facility. So let me know what you guys think about all of this. What are your thoughts about what he said in regards to the staff members' understanding of what Juneteenth was? And what are your thoughts about just the threats of unaliving people? Like I said, I think that's going too far, but let me know what you guys are thinking. And once again, I thank you all for watching and listening, and I'll talk to you in the next video.
When you work for an establishment, especially when you work face to face with customers, you have to know that any personal beliefs that you may have, whether it's political, religious, or as in this case, you just don't like a particular holiday, you have to keep that to yourself, especially when you're old enough to know that what you're saying will directly affect someone that's sitting next to you. The only thing that I was happy to see in that video was when that woman got up, simply asked for her keys, and walked out that establishment. She didn't cause a scene. She didn't curse anybody out, because y'all know if she did that, it would have gave so many people online a reason to try to justify what happened to her. There's absolutely nothing you can do to justify that employee's action in that situation. And I hope that person gets terminated ASAP.